stress causes weight gain. We get stressed, we eat more, we gain weight. But did you know that when you gain weight, when you are stressed, your body is more likely to deposit visceral fat in and around your organs? That's why when you're really stressed and you start gaining weight, you just get this hard growing belly. Welcome back to Candidly with Coffee, guys, because we're going to get into stress and weight gain and how to manage stress, because it is not pretty when you gain weight and your cortisol levels are high. So we're going to get into all of that stuff on this episode.
You just taught me something new. I never knew that. I thought you were going to say something else about stress.
What did you think I was going to say about stress?
Nah, that it goes straight to your fat cells, deposits, and sits there basically, parks. But I didn't know it goes to your internally like that.
So it's not the cortisol itself. People think like, oh, cortisol then creates fat, like it's fat in my body. No, cortisol is cortisol. It's a hormone.
Yes, a hormone.
But when your cortisol levels are high and you consume a calorie surplus, which cortisol levels contribute to you consuming a calorie surplus, your body deposits fat differently in the presence of high cortisol. And that's why you get people with high cortisol, chronically high cortisol, have large, hard bellies. Now, sometimes it's actually due to a medical condition that has your cortisol high, like Cushing's disease, where people get like these large, hard bellies. That is because they have elevated levels of cortisol. And when they gain weight, that's all the body fat goes into visceral fat. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I thought I would start off the episode with some interesting...
I know a dude like that. His shit was rock hard. I remember I touched it. He like touched my back. What the? You would think it'd be soft and pudgy?
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn, bro, like a brick of stomach.
Yeah. So we're going to get into that later on the episode. But for now... a little housekeeping. I want to ask you if you would do us a favor and give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Follow us on Candidly with Coffee, the Instagram. And do you have anything?
Nope, nothing. Let's just get this podcast cracking off.
No, you don't want any followers or anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, head over to my channel, Esco Elite Mindset on YouTube, Esco Elite Mindset on Instagram, and Esco Elite Fitness on my backup account. So I post on there as well.
What's your TikTok? Is it Esco Elite Mindset?
I think so. Get over to Esco Elite Mindset on
curious.
TikTok.
I think
I need to get on there more often.
We pretty much like changed it to all of that, which is good. Which is good.
Yeah.
I'm wearing...
Except the Facebook, it's still, however you said it, Michael Escobar.
Oh.
But everything I post on Instagram stories, it transfers over or post, goes to Facebook.
I'm wearing Esco Elite Mindset Red right now.
I see that.
Because we're going to be recording some other videos in a little bit, and I need to be on brand.
I'm matching your pants.
Yeah, like your shorts don't match me, but that's okay because you're going to be in some of my videos, but waist up.
Waist up.
At least one of my videos.
All good. I'm like summer dressed.
Do you have a drink?
I'm never casual like this.
Are you Candidly with Coffee today? Yes, you are.
I am. Come on. I don't miss when it comes to that.
Yeah, welcome in, you guys. We are here and back with another exciting episode. This is episode 524. Man,
I lost count.
It's going, yeah. It's
I didn't even know.
It is episode 524, and we are approaching, getting close to the Detox Sundays pool party, you guys. We were just down in the in Mauricio's office, and he had all the beach balls and the towels and all the cool props for Detox Sunday. It's gonna be fun.
It is gonna be fun.
I'm excited about it.
You know why it's gonna be fun though? Because I ain't worried about one bit about getting tempted to drink.
Yeah, because I'm not worried about like. Do you know what's nice? Can I be honest with you? And I was thinking about this the other day. It was really nice being in Miami where I didn't have anxiety about you drinking too much and like embarrassing me or something.
Oh, like
because I think I would have
the old me. Because
I used to get embarrassed sometimes because you've embarrassed me a few times, like in front of family and stuff at my birthday party. I was kind of embarrassed at the Grand years ago with Jason and Nicole's Jason's first time going out with us, and my sister was there too, and Lisa.
Yeah, I got a little crazy.
And I kind of had to explain to them, like, oh, yeah, no, he goes, this is his alter ego, Frisco Mike.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would have been a little bit apprehensive, worried about maybe you embarrassing me at one event. I'm just being honest.
It's all right. It's all good.
Because you did sometimes.
What can I say? I'm unapologetically myself.
No, you're not you were intoxicated. You weren't yourself. If you were yourself, that would have been a problem.
I'm enhanced with alcohol, of course. Not my right mind.
Yeah, but it was nice. And so that's why, like I'm saying, it's nice to go to a pool party, detox, knowing that I don't have that added anxiety of like what you're going to do or say.
That's what you're worried about?
Huh?
That's what you're worried about? You're worried about how I was going to act at a detox pool party?
No, but I'm being honest with you that sometimes when we were going to an event, I would be a little anxious, like, oh, I hope he doesn't drink too much. And I would watch you from afar. And as soon as you started drinking from the bottle, I would get real high, like anxiety, like worried that something was going to pop off.
Yeah. No crazy me.
Because you would pop off.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No crazy me. I don't mix well with too much alcohol.
Yeah, well, that's why you gave it up, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No,
and for me,
I just didn't want to drink anymore. I didn't even have any problem with alcohol. That's when I party and act like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I'm talking about like your party days.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
of course.
But like there was always the risk, though. There was always the risk that you were going to have one drink too many and act out of your character.
Something set me off.
Yeah. With alcohol on board, there was always that risk. I remember back in the day.
It's the curse for me.
My thing was, it wasn't anger or fighting or anything like that. My thing was with alcohol, I would be the next day have anxiety and think like, okay, what trouble did I get myself into? Was I a little flirty or did I say something that's going to upset like in my previous marriage?
Oh.
Not with you.
I was going to say I never even once thought if you're flirty or not, because you told me when we first dated, you were honest about your personality. You're a flirty person. I said, so am I. So we were honest with each other. So we both are.
Not that I'm a flirty person. I don't think I'm a flirty person. But when I'm social when I'm in that mindset, and like I'll talk to people. I'm not worried about like, oh, should I not be talking to this person? Like
that's true,
it's
because
innocent.
You're a closed person normally. You don't want to talk to nobody in public. But in a party environment, drinking is different.
Even not in a party environment, just in I talk to people. I'm not going to be like in a yeah.
Nah, me too. It's gotten me motherfucking in trouble. I'll be honest. I get a little too friendly when I drink. I can go both ways. I can be hella friendly, too friendly, or I can act a fucking idiot. I know. It's a curse.
I never worried about that with you. That I could handle. I just didn't want you to get into a fight or arrested.
Yeah.
Or make a scene or get us kicked out.
Yeah.
That was more of my anxiety. The other stuff, no, not so much. But anyways, Detox Sundays where we will not have to worry about that because Mike will be sober Sam and sober Sally.
Yep, 100%.
Yep. But I'm excited about it because I think it'll be cool. Tickets are available at detoxsundays.com.
Yeah.
Come say hi if you come.
Get them quick, man, because they're selling out fast.
Yeah, they are selling out.
The first round of
pre-sales are gone already.
Just like that.
Yeah. Hot coffee topic. I read today that there was people in a hot tub at a Mexican resort that got electrocuted. Oh. Like some malfunction happened and they were doing like CPR. There is not a lot of details about it yet. I don't know if anyone died or whatever, but it's so scary when you're in a foreign country because you don't know, like, if their stuff is up to par.
It never is.
You know what I mean? It's not to the American standards. No. Because, like, with the alcohol, with the poison alcohol inside the hotel rooms. Now, I guess there was some sort of malfunction in the jacuzzi, in the hot tub at the resort, like where the pool is in the public area. And they got
that one, not a private one like we had in Mexico outside our bedroom.
Remember that one? By the pool.
Holy moly! You don't think someone was an asshole threw some electrical in there? Oh my God, you're right though, because it is run on electronics.
Yeah, but you know what is crazy?
Somebody can kill you easily.
I was just gonna say that.
Even if you're outside of your hotel room and somebody just has a sick fucking joke and says, you know what, I'm gonna plug this hair dryer in and I'm gonna toss it, or this blow dryer and toss it in the water while they're in it.
Or if you think about it, like those swim up bars, and they have the blenders,
and it falls in there by accident.
Like, what would happen?
Holy, I never even thought about that. That never crossed my mind. You're right.
It's so crazy to think that all it takes is some cuckoo-ass person.
Would it electrocute us?
I don't know.
Because that
Would
big-ass pool?
Maybe the people in and around it right
Maybe,
there.
Yeah. I saw something crazy, and not to get off topic, but it's in the similar vicinity. Some chick on Facebook, she was on camera, blow drying her hair, normal. Everything was normal. She's got out of the shower. She goes to unplug it. Zapped her. She fucking collapsed. The dude had to call 911, her man. You could tell it was real. He's calling 911.
Oh, yeah. You have to be careful with blow dryers.
Yeah, she went and tried to pull it out of the socket. And
you know
zapped
what's
her.
crazy is that people blow dry their hair in bathrooms where there's large bodies of water.
You could be on the floor. I was thinking that about you sometimes. What if the floor's wet?
Yeah.
No one
I
thinks about
actually
that.
recently moved my Dyson products into my glam room and I do that is stuff in there now and not in the bedroom.
She just gave you a tip, ladies. That before something drastic happens, pay attention to what she said. Don't do that shit in the bathroom.
Well,
you're
know,
right.
like
it's too close to water, too close to the shower.
I had a tendency. It's actually a disorder of sorts. It's called intrusive thoughts. I've had that problem before, where I have these random intrusive thoughts, and I have had feelings of like when I have a blow dry, I'm like, oh my God, like if I drop this in the sink right now and there's water in the sink, like it would electrocute me. Like I would think about it like an intrusive thought, like in the moment.
Isn't it crazy it's that easy? Or what about what about sick husbands who know their wife's taking a bath? I'll go take a bath, babe. I'll make a bath. But normally he wants to X her out. Think about it.
Yeah. How easy would that be?
Toss the fucking blow dryer in there and shock her to death. And all you can say, I don't fucking know. And then
like
take it
she
out.
was blow drying her hair like she always does, blah, blah, blah.
And take it out or something.
No,
You
don't
never
take
know.
it out. Just put it in there. Like she could have been, it could have somehow fallen in somehow. She had left, because you can like let it on the ledge of the tub.
You're right.
That's scary. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, it's scary how vulnerable we are to like one crazy ass person.
Yeah. Yeah.
One crazy person can do a lot of damage easily.
And for some people don't know this, but that's like a turn on to some people. It's watching another person die. It's like they get off on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure
They're
there's some
sickos.
sort of sociopath.
Yeah, or try to get away with it or something.
Right?
Of course.
That's crazy.
Or do it while she's taking a shower. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Or vice versa. Could happen the other direction too.
Yeah, but men aren't going to be. What am I going to say, that you're blow drying your hair?
No, I don't. It'd be very suspicious. That would be way more suspicious.
It'd be
than the other way around.
suspicious. This is when they would like have to look through your phone and do all kinds of investigation to if they. I'm sure that
Look
a lot
at
of
insurance. See if you have a big insurance payout on me. Yeah, of course they do all that stuff. We watch all these crazy. The reason we talk about we watch these crazy ass things on like what's those channels we used to watch these shows?
Oh my
on?
God! Yes, I used to
ID
love
or something.
it.
Yeah,
I haven't watched that kind
No,
of
I
stuff
know.
in a long time.
but crazy stuff happens.
I used to watch Dateline all the time. I stopped watching Dateline.
I know Dayline's crazy too.
I need to watch some Dateline in my life.
Almost like I told you about when I got my idea to go.
Yeah.
Because we watched that crazy nurse was fucking injecting.
I know.
What was she injecting into their
I don't know. Drano.
Yeah. What were these people at? Or dialysis.
Dialysis
And she was
tech.
killing them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Into their, dialysis.
And she'd get rid of the lines somehow. Yep.
That's crazy. That'll be good. We'll explain that in detail on the after show. Not detail, but I'll tell you what we're talking about on the
Yes.
after show, because we can't really talk about it here
No.
without getting...
It's a little too graphic.
Yeah, a little too graphic. All right, you guys, let's take a little break for One Up Nutrition. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about this, but the Italian Ice Clear Protein literally has my heart because I put it in the Ninja Creamy.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't
my
had that.
God.
I was kind of mad I didn't get none. I want
I know
some
you
now.
weren't there, so I
know.
gave the other half to Tyler.
Man.
You were gone. But all
owe
I
me one.
did, you guys, all I did was a scoop of the clear protein, a cup of fat-free Fairlife, and 1 tablespoon of sugar-free Jell-O. That is it. So it literally it's like 170 calories and 32 grams of protein.
Winning.
And I did the gelato setting, and then I did 2 respins to get it the right consistency. And then I topped it with the reduced sugar Trader Joe's raspberry jam.
Ooh.
So it was a lemon raspberry, I did the sorbet setting, sorry. Lemon raspberry sorbet. Oh my God. Is all I can say. So it was under 200 calories and 32 grams of protein. And it tasted like I was at a little Italian ice cream shop. Like I felt like I was like strolling the streets of Italy. It was so good. That stuff is already sold out once on their site and they restocked it, thank goodness. But I don't know if even by the time you guys watch it, if they'll still have it in stock.
What flavor is it?
The lemon Italian ice.
Yeah.
It is a must. And then also we just restocked our peanut butter cookie. I got 2 more tubs.
You know what I had last night for dinner?
PB&Js?
2 of them.
I haven't
had enough
had
calories.
It in a while.
I had 2 of them.
So you guys, the PB paste, I'll give you guys a quick little tutorial on the PB paste. You do a scoop of, make a batch of it at a time, and you can use it for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You can use it on your oatmeal, on your yogurt, but it's a scoop of, why don't you share it? Because you
want my formula?
Yeah.
Sorry, I dropped my cup. There's nothing in there. Go ahead. All right. 1 scoop peanut butter cookie protein, 2 tablespoons, 13 grams of PB2. Now, for you ladies who have less macros than I do 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. So it's 90 calories a tablespoon.
That's what I do. 1.
Oh, you do? You got
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Mix it all together. I use Fairlife milk. Careful how much you put in. You want it kind of thick, not too thick, but just the right.
Pasty.
Pasty.
Yeah.
Not runny.
Right.
Because then you'll ruin it. If it's runny, forget it. You ruined it.
Well, you didn't ruin it.
No,
Depends
you
on what
ruin
you
it.
want to use it for.
Yeah, you can use it for something else. Maybe you could put it in the refrigerator or get it cold or something, get it thick. So let me go back to that. So I made 2 PB&Js. The bread I'm using is Ink Keto. The 35 grams a slice. I use 4 slices. You can do 2 now. Save the other 2 for later. 2 slices.
Yeah, well, I was just wanting you to describe how to make the paste because you could use the paste for many different things.
Yeah, you could. You could use it for like oatmeal or even mix. I never thought about it. Probably even mix it with fire yogurt. It tastes good.
No, I don't like to mix it in the fire yogurt because then you lose it. It just flavors it. I like to taste the peanut butter. You know what I mean? I like to taste I like it as a topping.
You know what I've been meaning to do with that paste? Put it on my protein pancakes.
Yeah, good.
Or maybe even make some protein. I need a waffle maker. Make a protein waffles.
And you guys, I've tried peanut butter proteins before. They don't taste right. I don't know why peanut butter is a hard flavor to get. If you notice, most companies will do like chocolate peanut butter. They never do just peanut butter because it's one of those flavors that's kind of hard to nail down. It tastes very artificial if they don't get it right. It's kind of like banana. Banana's in that same category. It's a very hard flavor to nail down without it tasting artificial.
You're right.
But the peanut butter cookie from 1UP Nutrition, they have it mastered.
He mastered it.
It's mastered.
It has to be the peanut butter cookie though, not the other one.
Not the chocolate peanut butter blast.
No.
That one is good, but it doesn't make the paste the same.
No.
This one tastes like a sweet peanut butter.
Yep.
It's so good, and it sells out all the time. So make sure that you get yourself. We actually right now have 3 tubs of it. I'm not kidding.
I know we
3
use it
tubs
a lot.
of it.
We're stocked up for a
We
while.
use it a lot. But anyways, code Jeanine gets you 20% off 1UP Nutrition. You guys will not be disappointed. If you have any questions about their supplements, other stuff, hit me up. I love answering supplement questions. I'm very well versed in many of their supplements. They're a part of my daily routine. I love 1UP Nutrition. You guys know this already, but you guys know we share what we love. We share what we use.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
Exactly. Pass on the gems.
And I will have to say, since summer is here, I'm going to be sharing more of my Ninja Creamy creations. So make sure you guys get a Ninja Creamy. They're selling them at Costco right now, $179.
Cheap. I saw that. I took a video. I sent it to my boy. Like, yo, you better get one right now.
$179.
Stop lagging. Yeah.
If you are someone that likes ice cream and you are trying to hit a protein goal and you don't own a Ninja Creamy, why? Why not?
Exactly.
Like, why? Why wouldn't you not own one? They're so easy.
Don't overthink it. Just go buy it.
So worth. That's so funny because I have some of my clients going, "Oh, I'm giving it to my husband for Father's Day." I was like, "You mean a one for me, but better for thee?"
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like
you're really shopping for you.
Yeah.
Because he's probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, okay, thank you. This is nice," but probably not even use it. You're gonna use it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea. Get you something that's that I'm gonna get benefit out of.
Huh? Didn't even think about that. Hey, listen, if you bought me one, say we didn't have one, you bought me one, I'm like, okay, we'll set it up. But you start using it, cool. Well, I'm just gonna piggyback off you anyways.
Yeah.
Eat everything you make.
You just want me to make it for you anyways. You've never made one yourself.
No, never made one myself.
I wonder why that is. Why don't you say, hey, babe, I want to make an ice cream for myself?
I don't know. It's because you do it, so I just wait till you do it.
Welcome
It's a good idea, though. I need to learn because that sounds. You got me thinking about that.
You know who's
Italian
doing
ice.
them lately is Tyler.
I know.
He was very happily eating the other half of the Italian ice.
I bet he was.
Because I made a double batch because I was going to share it with you, but you weren't there. And it's not the same if you refreeze it. And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That's
And
all right. I missed out on this one.
yeah. If you guys saw my full day of eating video that went up yesterday, then you saw the details on how to make it. But get your hands on a tub. You won't be disappointed. It tastes good just over ice, to be honest, but it tastes even better as like a gelato.
Of course. Doctored up.
All right, moving on to Comment Corner. Viva5507 says, I love this setup so much. Very cozy vibes. Thank you for another great episode. I started watching your channel last year and I never missed an episode since.
Wow. Thank you for the
How cool is that?
follow, support, subscription,
so
everything.
much.
We appreciate it.
Nisi Combs, girl, there are so many haters out there. I think some people cannot believe you look and feel like you do without massive sacrifice and misery. It goes against so much advice we hear. Love you. That's so true. I think people think like, or they'd like to think, it'll make them feel better to think that we look this way because we suffer and we deprive ourselves and we don't enjoy food. You know, because they'll try to make themselves feel better by saying like, oh, well, I like to eat. You know?
Yeah, they always do
Because someone
that.
will always say that. Well, girl, I wish I could lose weight, but I love food. I'm like, no one loves food more than me.
Yeah, you're tripping.
Nobody.
You got us fucked up. You must not know what we both used to look like. You're tripping. We both love food. You must
No,
not
but
follow
we
for real.
still love food
Yes.
and we look like this. But and we
Yes.
still enjoy food and we look like this. But that is what we teach.
Dude, I just showed people what my first meal of the day was. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what? Yes, I ate that many calories.
Kathy Meadows, 9584. I wrote a quote down last year. I heard that really resonated with me. Outer order, inner calm. When you said what your teacher would say to the class, it reminded me of it. I grew up in a home where my mom was a hoarder, so I don't do well with clutter at all. Another great episode. Thank you for all the great nuggets. It's crazy how like the way you grow up or certain things you're exposed to can impact how you feel about things.
Yeah.
I know that, you know how I'm weird and I get mad at you guys for the counter not being perfectly wiped down? That's a thing from my childhood because the kitchen counters at my parents' house, they had like this kind of old tile
Yeah.
and they were always sticky. Like I'd put my arm on it and it would always feel sticky after. And I hated that. It used to just really irritate me. And so I have this weird thing about always making sure my counters are wiped down.
Yeah. I wipe them down.
Oh, I know you do, but isn't that weird? Like
Yeah.
you get things from your childhood. So like she said, she doesn't do well with clutter.
Growing up, our household wasn't the best because there's a lot of kids there. You know, my mother's just too tough. So when I went to my grandmother's house, she had somebody like an in-care person, and her house was always clean. I was always so envious of it.
And you loved it.
Yes,
Like
because I'm a
you-
clean dude. I wipe down, I put my dishes away,
Yeah.
I do my laundry, I do the bed.
Thank God.
I do it all, man.
I have
sharp.
to say, like I love my children. However, I am looking forward to the day where when I come home, I know that the house is going to be
We'll be spick and span.
pristine.
Pristine. We're anal
It'll
like that.
be everything will be clean all the time.
Put away, no clutter, no nothing.
Yeah, like everything will just be clean all the time.
Yep.
The guest bathroom will be pristine for guests. It'll
Yes.
just be clean, and I'm just looking forward to that. You know, it's like there's certain sad components to empty nest. You know, when your kids, it is like there's a part of my heart that aches, thinking like, wow, it's over.
I know.
It's over, and you'll never get it back.
No.
It's just done.
It's done.
But-
They're adulting now.
But then part of my heart is happy AF.
Yes.
Because I'm
me too.
thinking, listen, you got to focus. You can't focus on the sadness. You got to be happy because it happened, but you got to move on to new phases in life and
Chapters.
yeah. And it's a new chapter, and that's how you like find happiness in life. You can't dwell on the things that you're sad about. You have to focus on the positive things that you have to come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could be like, oh, I'm so sad. My kids are grown up. But it's like, yeah, there's sadness there. But you have to be happy about what's to come. Grandchildren, a clean house,
Privacy.
Alone time.
Yeah, privacy. You know, privacy is a big one for us.
Yeah, like we were talking about, like I like to, I want to be able to walk down the hall and change the thermostat without having to put my clothes on.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what I mean? Or go get myself a couple strawberries out of the fridge when I'm naked.
While husband's just like this, is watching, like, go right ahead, sweetie. You don't need to put nothing on. Put some heels on it while you're at it.
Oh, my goodness. This is not Patreon.
I know, I'm joking.
All right. Moving on to a word from MegaFit Meals. You guys, right now on the kitchen counter is a MegaFit meal that I pulled right out of the box. It was frozen, so I'm hopefully it's thaw out by the time I get back home. But the chicken tenders, I'm all about the chicken tenders right now. That's my favorite one. The potato wedges are so perfect.
Fire.
And you get a huge portion. It's 520 calories, 52 grams of protein. I thought the portion was so big that I double-checked the serving sizes to make sure it was only one serving because I couldn't believe how much chicken you get.
Yeah.
But then again, 52 grams of protein, it makes sense, right? So good,
Smart
though.
you did that because I didn't do that one time, and I ate 2 sandwiches from them thinking it was 350 calories. You're like, baby, no, it's 2 servings. I said, no.
I was like,
look, it had room, but still, I didn't know.
Make it make sense, though. There's sausage, there's egg, there's cheese, how could it be?
I overlooked it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. I overlooked it.
Anyways, it was a delicious sandwich, though.
Yes.
If you haven't tried the breakfast McFit sandwich, it's a huge sandwich for 350 calories. You get 2.
Yes.
And I like the things of MegaFit Meals that you get 2 for 1 because then it stretches. It's like an additional meal. You can make it more cost effective.
Yeah. What happened to the PB&Js?
They haven't brought it back yet, but I love the PB&Js. But MegaFit Meals, you guys, they come in clutch. Like today is a busy studio day. We're in the studio for hours. I don't want to go home after I've been here and make a mess in the kitchen. It is so nice to be like, you know what? Today's a studio day. It's a MegaFit dinner day. And so that is why they are so convenient. It's real food, good quality food. And let me tell you, I'm talking to my clients. You guys know who you are. We're struggling getting some of them to eat foods that are not so processed all the time.
Yeah, stay away from that processed stuff.
I'm okay with sprinkling in some balance. Processed food is okay, but the bulk of your food shouldn't be processed, though. You know what I mean? Like, build some meals that are like whole foods. You're going to be more satiated. You're going to get more nutrients. You're going to get better quality protein. MegaFit is all like the best of the best quality ingredients. So it's a really good way if you're struggling building meals, incorporate at least one MegaFit meal a day, like maybe 4 or 5 times a week. It's not going to be any more expensive than you're spending at the grocery store if you're smart about it. And we're loving it, obviously.
Or let's be honest, slipping and going through the drive-through here and there. Because I know people slip.
Yeah, nobody crosses their eyes about paying $20 at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A is expensive too.
Yep.
But they look at the MegaFit Meals prices. They're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, really? You didn't bat an eyelash at your Taco Bell order that was like $16.
Yep.
Anyways, so MegaFit Meals, guys, use my code. If you've never tried them before, you can use my code. My code is Jeanine. You will get a discount on your first order. You will not be disappointed. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want my recommendations because I've tried them all. I love many of them. I don't love all of them, but I'll definitely give you my recommendations if you reach out. But code Jeanine will get you a discount on your first order at MegaFit. All right, let's talk about stress. It's time.
It's time.
Yeah, it's time. You know what? I have many of my clients have been told like, hey, my doctors say my cortisol is high. It's a common thing I hear. In this day and age, everybody's operating on high cortisol.
Everybody.
That's the problem.
I know.
And it's funny because someone will think there's some magic answer to high cortisol. Like, oh, my doctor said I have high cortisol, so, I got to get like treatment for that. Unless you have a disease like Cushing's or a disease that's elevating your cortisol where the doctor has to give you medication and treat the disease or disorder, the high cortisol level is treated by lifestyle changes.
That's it.
That's it, you guys. Lifestyle changes.
People always want to dismiss that.
They want there to be this magic answer.
Or how about the ingredient chemical police? They're always looking for the ingredients or is it organic, non-organic? Oh, you guys are fighting for the wrong thing.
That's not what's raising your cortisol.
No.
It's devices, it's hectic schedules, it's social media, it's life.
Yeah.
It's our jobs. It's our tumultuous relationships with people, with friends, with our parents, with our significant other.
That's true. You're right.
You know?
So you have to protect your inner peace.
You have to protect your peace. You really do.
Because if not, you're going to let all these external forces raise your shit up and get you out of alignment. You know what I'm saying? That's why we preach going to the gym every day, put you back in alignment. You know, deal with that stress.
So, I mean, I know that this isn't as the sexy answer that you guys want. Like, I've had people reach out to me on social media too. I'd love for you guys to talk about cortisol. And you know what the answer to most things is? It's funny because someone will say, how do I lose weight in PCOS? How do I lose weight in menopause? How do I lose weight when I have high cortisol? The answer to all those things lies in your lifestyle.
Yep.
First of all, you have to do that. Like, let's see what lifestyle modifications, the basics, which I teach in my program, I teach in my boot camps. Let's see what that does in and of itself.
Yeah.
And what's that? Exercise regularly, get some vitamin D.
On a daily.
Hit a daily step goal.
Yes.
You know, not overstuffing your face.
True.
Most people are over consuming.
Spiking your insulin out of control.
And the one that I know you guys are tired of us talking about.
Say it.
Alcohol.
Yep.
If you have high cortisol and you're concerned about your cortisol and you're drinking alcohol, even if it's 1 to 2 drinks a week, 1 to 2 drinks a week is elevating your cortisol to a higher baseline than if you didn't have the drinks. The first thing you should do if you have stress is cut out alcohol.
Well, this came from the World Health Organization, not from us. They're saying even a sip of alcohol, coming out with new studies, is not good for your health, period. A sip, not a glass, a sip.
Yeah, they're saying it like they see it in the brain, the white matter in the brain, an increase or whatever in the white matter in the brain.
You read that too?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, and they've done a lot of studies on the brain on it, and it's crazy. And that's not even related. That's related to other stuff, mood and depression, anxiety, and all of that.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily the weight gain piece and the cortisol piece. Another really important thing that people do not pay close attention to is their sleep. If I have a client, there's two things right away that I will ask. If a client has higher cortisol, it's like, are you drinking alcohol? And how's your sleep? And if the sleep is bad, see, it's like what came first, the chicken or the egg? Because high cortisol causes you to have bad sleep, but bad sleep causes you to have high cortisol. It's like if you're chasing your tail, like in a circle.
Man.
So it can be hard. But you have to be mindful of your sleep hygiene. That's what I say, sleep hygiene. Ever since I was mindful of my sleep hygiene, like my sleep has improved.
You're lucky.
Astronomically.
I have a client now. He's on a CPAP machine. And they did a test on him, and he didn't notice he was tired all the time. Tired where he was getting delirious. They said he woke up they tested him something like 21 times in an hour or something, and make crazy.
Terrible sleep.
His sleep was horrible. He sleeps much better on the CPAP, but I'm like, hopefully we could reverse that with, bringing him down.
Lifestyle changes. Yeah. Reducing body fat is going to, it's like people want to plug holes all the time. Give me a pill for this, a pill for that, this, or that, or this, or that. They think there's all going to be all these magic answers. But the answer lies in your lifestyle for 90% of, maybe even higher than that, of the things that you're going through. So stop trying to plug holes before you've created the basic lifestyle modifications that you should be living. If you want to live, I know you all want to live. Okay, maybe you don't care about what you look like. Don't you want to live, though?
They say they want to live, but I say this. No, you don't. You're in a race to the grave.
Your actions speak otherwise.
Exactly. That's what I did a post about that. We say, what's wrong with you fellas, man? You men, you're in a race to the grave to see who gets there the fastest. You're not living. Oh, I need to live. I need my drink, or I need my weed, or I need my cigarettes. I can't live without it. Well, guess what? It's going to take your ass out if you don't fucking slow down, because there's only one direction you're going. And they don't get that, though. They get mad. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. That's it. You do you. Live how you want to live. But I'm telling you right now, that grave is calling your name faster than you think. Yeah,
and I realize in doing what we do, I realize how misinformed people are. And there are people that think they're doing a pretty good job. Like even the people, I'm not even talking about the people that just don't give an F. I'm talking about even people that like, you know what? I'm pretty healthy. Like I exercise, I eat right, you know, have an occasional glass of wine or whatever. And they're like, you know, but I'm not happy with this, that, and the other. And they are making some effort, but it's so eye-opening to see still how much room for improvement they have based on when they plug into the matrix. You know what I like to say, plug into the matrix, because I start to see things. You know what I mean? And like even something as simple as like incorporating some essential supplementation. Like for cortisol levels, what helps with cortisol, also balancing blood sugar, also inflammation, a fish oil supplement. And I'm always amazed at how many people don't take fish oil and they don't eat any fatty fish. They don't eat any oily fish or fatty fish.
At all.
You are not getting your omegas.
Yeah, we take that on a daily. That's a must.
Yeah. And I do also eat fatty fish on occasion as well. But I take a daily omega supplement. So even like some basic things like that will help with your cortisol. And that's what I mean by when somebody comes to me and they think like I'm doing this, but I'm not getting the results I want. It's like, you know what? Trust me when I tell you there's going to be little tweaks that I can make that I'll be able to see by looking at your data. And I'll say, hey, you know what? Try this, try that. And these little tweaks that don't even feel like very much will make all the difference.
And what's the two answers we always hear that people always say? The two most common ones.
Oh, I eat healthy.
And what's the other one? I don't eat that much.
Oh, I don't eat that much.
Oh, how many times we heard that? We'd be rich by now. If I had $1, $10 from the time we heard that, come on. You don't eat that much, huh?
And overeating is actually a stressor on the body as well. It's a stressor. Your heart palpitates. When you overstuff the machine, that is a stressor as well. So, you know, alcohol, lack of sleep, overeating. Of course, your cortisol is high.
Yes.
You know, but there's another supplement you can take that helps as well as ashwagandha. But be careful with ashwagandha at night, because for some people, we have an enzyme that ashwagandha taken at night will actually prevent sleep. So it's like, again, spinning your wheels. But ashwagandha is another way you can.
I've heard of that.
But other stuff like the stuff that you don't want to hear, the like heebie-jeebie stuff like meditation and sleep hygiene, right? So no devices at night, a cool home, a dark room, all of that stuff helps.
One of the best things that works for me, it works for you too, both of us. When we've been awake in the middle of the night, we can't go back to sleep. We got our Kindle. Read your book. If you don't have a Kindle, get a. It's like $10 off Amazon. Get a book light and get you a book. And let me tell you something. It'll put you right back to sleep. Something about reading, it just tires the mind out.
In a beautiful way.
Oh, my God.
You drift so nicely.
Yeah, sometimes I have the TV on. I'm like, you know what? I want to go to sleep, but I'm not getting sleepy, so I'll jump on my Kindle.
Me too. I love it.
And puts you right out. You'll read like a chapter if you're lucky. You're trying to read, and you're like, forget it. I'm done. Yeah.
That does help. So you have to figure out, you know, try the little things that work. But what I can tell you is stop trying to swim against the current. If you're not addressing the root causes of your issues, you're going to always feel like you're chasing your tail or swimming against the current.
Always.
So like, why are you gaining weight? You know, like, are you gaining weight because you entered menopause? Okay, then it's not just because you entered menopause. That's when I'll dig in and think, okay, what are the symptoms you're experiencing as a result of menopause? We'll tackle the worst one first. And that's how we're going to get the weight off. It's by addressing the root cause, not the effect, which is the weight gain. We're not just be like, okay, well, you gain weight, so we're just going to put you in a big deficit and we'll just fix it. No, because if we didn't address the cause, you're not going to be able to lose the weight that easily. So addressing what the root cause is very important. So if you're continuously trying to get healthy or lose weight or like improve your A1C or lose your belly fat or whatever, but you're not addressing the reason. Maybe your reason is high stress, like you're always stressed. Then you need to address the stress. And for one, there are going to be things that you cannot control that are going to be stressful. You can't quit your job.
No.
Right? You can't quit your job. There's certain things you can't stop taking care of a parent or whatever, unless you're me. Yeah. But anyways, I digress. You can't control everything. So what you do need to do is write a list of the things that are stressing you out And then look at that list and think, what of these things am I in direct control of? And take care of it. Eliminate them. You are in direct control of if you're drinking alcohol. If you are highly stressed and you're drinking alcohol and you continue to drink alcohol, you just don't care.
That's true. Same thing with your eating. You're overstuffing your vessel.
Yeah.
That's on you. No one else's.
Right.
There's a law of thermodynamics, and I know I've said this. I don't sound like a broken record, but energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That means all of a sudden you're not going to gain weight because your cortisol levels are elevated. You're still putting food in your mouth. It doesn't come out of thin air. Like, oh, we're just going to, here you go, you're going to gain weight.
Yeah, and you could have a multitude of issues going on that can be, because here's the thing I also want to be real cautious of. It does not take you to be stuffing your face to gain weight. You can gain weight just by eating a little bit more than you need.
Yep.
And there are factors at play that can make it so that it doesn't take much for you to gain weight. If you have an issue with your thyroid, you have maybe some muscle loss because you've gotten older. So you perceive that you're gaining weight, but you're eating the same. Yeah, that could possibly be the case because your metabolism is slower. You could be on a medication that's slowing your metabolism.
Yep.
If you're on a medication like for your heart rate, like a heart arrhythmia, or I know my dad was on a medication at time to keep his heart rate from going down, and that can cause weight gain. So you could have multitude of factors. And so it's true that you're not eating a lot, but you're eating more than your body needs based on some of the other factors going on if you're putting on weight, because it does not come out of thin air.
Nope, sure doesn't.
So that's where it can be a little tricky sometimes finding that sweet spot, because there are a multitude of factors at play for certain people. That's why for me, even though I was tracking macros, I gained weight when in that first year I was in menopause, and I was hypothyroid unbeknownst to me. Multitude of factors going on, right?
Yep.
The menopause had me poor sleep, cortisol levels elevated, energy low, cravings high. I was picking, licking, and tasting outside of my macros more than normal. Okay?
At least you're honest, see?
That's the truth. On top of that, my metabolism was slower
like a snail
because of the hypothyroid.
Yes.
So those two things together meant I put on a pretty good amount of weight in a short period of time. It was probably 3-4 months where I gained 15 pounds like that. And I was tracking, I never stopped tracking macros in that time. But I was having crazy cheat days because I had no self. Remember there was a time, I think we could even pull up that episode, but I remember on the podcast saying, I'm having such a hard time controlling my appetite. Like it is out of control.
Yeah, you said that.
And I started taking, before I got on HRT and before I knew about hypothyroid, but when I started taking berberine,
I remember that.
And it did help me control my appetite because my insulin and blood sugar was probably out of whack.
Yeah, that's crazy. It did work for you, I remember.
So yeah, you just have to factor it in. I've actually had a few people messaging me lately about berberine. So I just want to be clear on berberine. Berberine does not work without a calorie deficit, just FYI. It just helps you stay within your calorie deficit. It does not help you.
People looking for a Band-Aid.
It doesn't create a calorie deficit out of thin air. You still have to be tracking macros. What it does do, though, it helps you stay on those macros consistently so that you can get results. For some people, it doesn't work for everybody. It depends on what type of hunger you have and where it's coming from.
So true. Crazy though. Everybody's always looking for that Band-Aid, that magic.
They want the magic pill.
They're gonna get mad, like, oh shucks, she really told us that. Like, sorry, you guys.
Yeah, I've always said that when I talk about it.
You can't cheat a diet, man. Okay, you can't cheat what you're putting in your body. We don't call it a diet.
No,
we don't diet.
Yeah, and if whatever you're putting in right now, based on the energy that you're expending right now, if you're gaining weight, it means it's too much for you. And if it's not very much, I'm sorry, I can't control that. There's other factors we can troubleshoot to see what those other factors might be. And maybe there's a solution for those other factors that will help. But at the end of the day, your body is your body at some point. And yes, it's not fair. And some people will be able to eat more than you and not gain weight. And you have to be more mindful. Some people have more lean muscle. They're bigger, they're taller.
Yeah.
The bigger the machine, the faster the metabolism.
True that.
It's
More
like I
muscle.
can get jealous of you. You eat significantly more than me, and my
Yeah.
appetite is equal to, if not more than yours.
I know it sucks for you.
And so it sucks for me. When I see these, you get to eat these humongous meals. That's freaking, I hate it. And even on cheat day, you guys, I've made a mental note because I know I have a tendency to do this in the past, where on cheat day, we eat the exact same things. That's not going to do well for me. That means that I'm eating more than I should on cheat day.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at what you eat and I think, okay, I have to eat a little, maybe I can eat a little more than half of what you eat. And that's it.
That's it. That's it. And that's the problem with a lot of these women that I'm seeing out here, how big they've gotten. When I say
Because
big,
they eat with
I'm
their
talking
significant other.
I'm talking about 250 plus size weight. That's a
Yeah.
lot for a woman. 300 pounds. They're eating toe to toe with their man.
Well, that's why it's
Can't do
like
that.
when you go to dinner, like you go to dinner with your man and you guys are like, I'm going to be good. So we're going to split a dessert. No, he has to have 3/4 of it and you
Yes.
have a quarter. Remember
Yes.
that. Half and half doesn't work for you. It's
No.
benefiting him. And then you wonder, why doesn't he gain weight? Because you cannot
No.
split things with him. He needs to eat 75%. You eat 25%.
That's the weight. Sorry, we did. Hey, listen, we did not make the rules. We're just the messenger, so don't get mad. It's the truth. I'm
Yeah.
100 and probably with food in me, 179, 80 pounds. You're 120 pounds. So, and I got a lot more muscle.
A
than you
lot
do.
more muscle.
Way
Your
more muscle.
your
It's all
basal
muscle.
metabolic rate is way higher than mine.
Yeah.
It's way higher than mine. It's probably like 1,800 or something like that. Mine's like 1,300.
Yeah. See, again, we didn't make the rules. We're just here to tell you what the truth is.
Yeah,
Don't get mad at us.
I know. Sorry, guys. It
Sorry.
sucks. Trust me, because I do get mad sometimes. I get
bet.
jealous. I get jealous because you get to enjoy yourself a little bit more.
I do.
You go in a little more than me.
Yes, I do. I get that little bit.
You know why I'm really excited for detox pool party though is because that day I want to have. It's gonna be like I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
For old time's sake.
I already
we're gonna-
know.
Yeah, we're gonna have the donut
pizza.
donut pizza palooza.
Yeah, yeah, yep. Sounds like a plan.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode, and we will see you on the next one.
See ya.
Okay, we gotta do after show.
I gotta pee though, man.
Yeah.
I've been holding it for a minute now.